I worked doing air conditioning units, so slightly different job now. I'm a machine gunner now, but it had to be done. Nothing that really prepared me for what I was doing here. I mean, like I said, I'm almost 40, and I'd been working in construction and being a family man. And there hasn't been a war like this in any of our lifetimes. I'm from Seattle, Washington, just a little town south of it. I have a wife and a daughter. She just went off to university. I love her very much. Her name is Allison, and she was sad to see me go, but they're proud of the work I'm doing out here. My wife was a soldier, so she understands why I'm here. My daughter was sad to see me go, and I do miss her, and I love her very much. But I also want to leave a better world for her. So that's why I'm here. She's part of the reason I'm here, because I love my daughter. I worked doing air conditioning units, so slightly different job now. I'm a machine gunner now, but it had to be done. The moment I decided to come here, I've been watching this unfold in the news, and I was very upset. I wanted the governments of the world to do things, and then when they showed the children's hospital in Mariupol, I said to myself, well, I've been saying I want someone to do something. I'm someone. So I bought a plane ticket, and I didn't know what I'd be doing when I came here. I didn't know that I'd be infantry. There's things that have helped, little skills here and there, but that's kind of more because you take whatever you have and do your best with it. No one was ready for this in the sense that they'd prepared for this exact thing. We're just all doing our best, against an enemy that's, very strong and, shells us every day. It's really diverse. It's people from all over the world. They have very different politics, very different ideologies, different religions. Everybody comes for their own reason, and there's people here who I might have not been friends with, and people here who I'd be very close to, and we're very different. But we all care about Ukraine. We care about what's happening to Ukraine, and we all want it to stop it. I think that's the only thing we have in common sometimes. But we have grown to care about each other and fight with each other. When I joined this army, the Legion was just weeks old. So there's been a lot of changes, like any big organization would have, as the Army tripled in size. But what I see is as time goes on, we become more organized, we become better at this. We learn from our mistakes, and we train each other. Because like I said, we care about each other. So teaching, when something works, we do it again. When something doesn't work, we stop doing it. Before the war, and this was unfortunate, I feel there was, people ignored Ukraine. But I feel that it's impossible to ignore Ukraine right now, and I've seen, in my country is often very divided, but I've seen it come together over Ukraine to support it. And that's actually been, as an American, really heartening to see people on both sides of the aisle agree on helping Ukraine however they can. Like I said, I would like more aid, but most of us agree that it needs more aid, and that's been nice. We appreciate, you see the military that's coming in, helping them. And I don't mean that in like a broad sense. I mean, like literally one day, we'll be shelled and we'll be afraid we're going to die. And then, the U.S. and Britain will move HIMARS systems and other rockets, and then they'll destroy the things that are shelling us. And we're like, oh, we get to live today. Yay. But the war is longer than it has to, because we could use more gear. We need vehicles. Even like simple things like Jeeps, we'll be driving through the mud sometimes, and just cars we find, or like Ladas that we buy that aren't made for that, and we can use more. And so what the aid we've gotten is appreciated, but it's not enough.
Maybe you have the feeling that maybe you're living history?
I don't think history ever stops, but I don't. Not on a personal level, we're just guys trying to do our job, and we're doing our best. History is happening in the world, history is happening to Ukraine, But me and my fellow soldiers, we're just trying to do the best we can every day and get a job done. There's people out there with nowhere to go. I wasn't kidding when I talked about children playing in bomb craters. We'll be there doing military operations, and there's these people who literally they have nowhere to go, and there's rockets flying over their houses, and their farms. You'll see literally like people out trying to do farming, and there'll be like tanks rolling through them, or artillery landing in the middle of their fields as they're trying to do it. So that's one of the ways we stay motivated. Like how do you retreat when people who are just farmers or just trying to make the best of themselves, best of their lives, can't leave? Yeah, I think Ukraine's going to win this. It's just a question of how long, and what Russia does after this. I hope this brings the world together, so we can look at this and say something like "never again" because of Ukraine. But I don't know. I hope so, because Russia's been doing this for years now, and that has to change. But I think we're getting smarter, like the international community, and that gives me hope.